Hey everybody, I'm Crow. Welcome back to Faster Than Light. I forgot it was double shields by the end of the first sector, triple shields by the fourth sector. We're in the sixth one. We're a little overdue, which is probably why we've been taking a bit of damage. But we need to buff these up. I would like to get this stronger too. Do we have all of our systems? Yeah, we have all of our systems. So all we have to do is make this stuff better and we win. Hacking should be able to handle everything except for the super shields, and I honestly... This does 6 damage to super shields, and this does 4. If the Rebel flagship has more than 10 health in that thing, then I could at least fire the halberd beam again and take it down, and then probably glaive beam them. So I want to kind of focus more on defense. Also, we're almost out of fuel. I don't know if I said that. We're going to jump here because it's more likely that we'll see a shop from there. Oh. As soon as you arrive, a small mantis ship detaches from a wreck and jumps away. You must have interrupted their salvage operation because you find a weapon ready to be installed. Shots per charge 3. Yeah, that's the one that does up to 6 damage. That's cool. I mean, halberd beam potentially does more, but it's a pretty solid laser. I actually ended up using one in... We might get more fuel here. If not, one here, one back. No. Let's just go to the store. I don't want to risk it and then get stuck, because if we get stuck, we'll lose a lot of jumps. A message arrives. Your scrap, ours, our weapons for you. I couldn't have that on at the when the halberd beam at the same time. But if this could go off the first time, just being able to disable their weapons does so much. I don't know if we need that, though. No, we don't need this. Let's buy all the fuel first. Do I want this? Breach 2 is like always a solid option. Being able to do 3 damage means that it can break pretty much any system. Except for the last time because the weapons have 4 power instead of 3. But I'm thinking... I don't know, we could do a lot of damage to them. We might not need it. I don't think this is for every run. I'll resist. I use this a lot. Because it's good, I use it for good reason. But I think we're going to abstain for now. I don't need any of this stuff. We just needed fuel. What I want is triple shields. And because we had that extra point of power, we now have those triple shields. Yep, we could zigzag it. I want to go to the Distress. Distress usually has good stuff. There's a black market hub here. You receive a message. These are dangerous times. If you have extra military-grade explosives, we'll gladly pay you for them. I'm not using them. Thank you. I couldn't go to both. The distress signal originates from a small Engi ship under attack by a rebel fighter. But when the rebel sees Federation markings, they turn to attack. Where are you hacking me? Mind control? I'll use it on you first then. And I'll launch this at your shields. But I already used it and they let me... Oh. That's whatever. They won't get through too. Yeah, it's still only first level as well. That might actually hit. I'm gonna cloak a little early. This is all fine. This lasts 7 seconds. And this does 15 damage. So good luck surviving that with most any ship. The rebel ship destroyed, you pick the bones of their ship and wait for the small Engi ship to catch up. The Engi vessel turns out to be a poorly equipped, barely a runabout, really. They're trying to outrun the rebels and need all the help they can get. No. The Engis can't feel fear anyway. I don't remember what the reward was for just 25, and I don't want to give them fuel. A Federation encrypted signal is being broadcast from a nearby planet. Send an away party to investigate? You find a secret Federation outpost, but it appears the rebels have found it before you. The place is empty and faint bloodstains can be seen in the living quarters. You find the encrypted signal emitter and shut it off before leaving. And you get more fuel. You barely have time to register jump completion before your ship warns you of an incoming ship with weapons hot. This is still enough to get through their shields. Where are you going? Right there? Perfect. Shield man, get in there. You can empty that, and then I'll send you in here. Why don't you go sit on the shields for a while? And then they get in there and I open that side. Perfect. This is ready to go. We wait for the missile, I think. Have they not shot that yet? Okay, well, I guess we don't have to. I'm gonna drain that, and I'm gonna activate the cloaking. Oh, they actually did get to shoot it. So, something like this? That's 4 rooms. Is that enough? Can I hit more? Nah, that won't reach. That would only hit 3, that would only hit 3. I think on this layout... Wait... 2, 3, 4... Yeah, that's also only 4. Never mind. Hitting their weapons would be good, too. We just actually hit them. Oh, I think it actually was enough. Or no, because it's already hit there. You've clearly bested us. We merely request our lives. Nope. Yep, they actually had enough health that that wasn't enough. I'll mind control you. We can let oxygen come back here, and then everybody will go back to their stations. We did enough damage to knock out their missile, so we'll be able to stop this with our shields. And the glade beam will be ready to fire again. Their only threat to us neutralized. We finish what we started. Bloop. See, if we also had the halberd beam, that wouldn't be a thing. The ship explodes, even behind a substantial collection of useful scrap materials. So, about that. 75 and 90. Yeah. I think we're gonna work towards that. Another store, you're kidding. That's awesome. Give me fuel. Hacking stun. That's cool too. Especially if you hack the medbay, it keeps them in there. Otherwise they just leave. Like, to hack the medbay you really need this thing. We're not doing that though, we're hacking shields. Clone babe, eh. I wish we could get some more crew members. Automated reloader would be sweet. What's our stuff again? Long-range scanners, stealth weapons. These two are perfect, but long-range scanners won't help us in the final area. Maybe if we find it in Sector 7. Because being able to fire these 10% faster would make a massive difference. I think anyway. These things take a long time to charge. I think the halberd beam was 17 seconds? A strange vessel approaches. No, I'm not giving you 4 fuel. What was it? 17? Yeah, it's 17. 17 and 25. We can make it here and then make it up. Once you arrive, your screen lights up with warnings. A nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools, and they have tried to shut down your engines. Your crew manages to keep them barely operational, and you move into attack. I continue. I have to hack their shields. We wouldn't have a win condition otherwise. I counter your mind control? See, that's one of the reasons I wanted the mind control, just for the countering factor. Mini beam, halberd beam, charge ion. They would have to hit with all 3 of those. We do have worse evasion, but we do also have cloaking. Yeah, basically what I expected. How can you use that on me when I'm double standards? Where would I be able to hit the most amount of rooms here? Is 3 really going to be the max here? Nope, we could hit 4 like that. But I'm hitting an empty room here, so rather than hitting the oxygen, which I don't really care about, I'll hit their mind control. And we're getting to the point where they're not dying in one shot, because of the layouts. If we could have hit 5, it would have been over. No, I'm gonna save that to counter theirs. Wait, theirs is broken. So I'll use this to prevent you from fixing it. Waste this time. Because when this rolls back around, they aren't going to be doing much of anything. Don't even need to wait. With the pirate ship destroyed, your ship's system is restored to full functionality. Yeah, I think we should get out of here now. I don't believe we could make another jump. You arrived at the long-range beacon. You arrive near a damaged and dilapidated space station. It appears to be abandoned, but you detect faint life signatures on board. All around you is the stench of death and decay. Suddenly, one of your crew bends over and starts retching violently. Some sort of disease must have wiped out this station. You pull back to the ship, but it looks like your crew member is not going to make it. 26 scrap. Improved med bay. Your advanced medical suite is able to isolate the cause of the problem and administer an antidote. That was a close one. Ooh. That's one that I think the medbay can save you from, but the clone bay can't, because they're just like, even if you cloned him, he would still have the disease. There's no reason to do that. Oh, 90, I think we could actually do it. Sweet. We have the potential of firing them both at once, and if we fire them both at once, I don't think there's any ship in the game that could survive that. The distress signal is coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire. You don't have an Engie. Promise to help. Advanced cloaking, right. Your ship's advanced cloaking allows you to approach the defense system without an issue. Once closer, you're able to safely disable the system. They thank you for your help and offer a reward. No store in the immediate vicinity? That's fine. We need more power. More power. One more, and we will be firing. Could potentially use one more for here. This is basically just going to be used on the last time, I think, because this won't really do for much for us against most ships. This is my counter to their hacking. The tangled wrecks of many ships wait in dormancy here. You see lights flicker on what looks like debris. A rebel scout bursts out of the wreckage. Teleporting bomb, two-shot, single ion, beam drone, combat drone. Actually, you know what? I could take this out of here now. Let's charge them at the same time. And then shoot this at the shields. This would be the one to dodge, I think. Firing that now. Yeah, our stuff's getting lower anyway. We'll activate this now because I don't think it'll take 7 seconds for the glaive beam to fully charge. And we'll drop this right here. And we'll drop this right here. And they meet in the middle! The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap materials. With this maxed out, we have this fully powered. We have one more power for this whenever it is good, and we could have this on if we needed. We've got a floating power here. I don't know that we really need to upgrade this. I don't know if it just cancels their cloaking. Or not their cloaking, their mind control. If they have triple-powered mind control, and I use a single power just to revoke it, whenever mine's done working, will theirs take control of my guy again, or does mine just break theirs? Because I thought I saw it just putting it on cooldown for them. Navigating the fog blind, you practically bump hulls with a Mantis ship. They hail you. Pah! This transgression will be overlooked. Nebula very dangerous. Next time, humans all die. You don't believe in next time. And they don't have teleporting. Okay. Right about here, we're just gonna cloak. And right about here, we're just going to drain their everything. Glaive beam, you take a long time to work. Really doesn't matter, though. That's 5 damage per room they hit. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap materials. That means if it hits 4 rooms, it does 20 damage. I don't think any ship in the game has more than 20 health. The ship explodes. That I know of, anyway. 70. This is good. This is now completely good. Nothing can resist us, not even the quad shield, should we somehow run into them. And now we just get scrapped to buff up the other little systems. It appears that an automated rebel scout was positioned within the nebula to warn of your passing. The ship starts to power up its FTL drive. If it gets away, it will no doubt warn of your position. Oh, that sucks. Ooh, that actually sucks. Yeah, I'll just leave that in there. Well, their weapons are going to be ready to charge, which will screw them over because we're just going to cloak. They might actually, even though they don't have shields, they might actually be able to get out of here in time. I love that they have the same length. I'll just shoot them both in the same spot. They are completely screwed if our weapons go off. Wait. I could hack... How fast are they going to get out of here? I've only got 8 drone parts left. Oh, we're good. The halberd beam fired first, I forgot. And the glaive beam will be ready when they get out of that. As long as they don't teleport during that. Which they shouldn't be able to because the cockpit was destroyed. I don't think anyway. Wow, them not firing during cloaking actually allows us to cloak again. The ship breaks apart, and you feel relief. Yeah, if I do this, then I'll have to waste a jump no matter what. Let's hop over here. You can't see anything through the thick gases surrounding your ship. Without knowing what's out there, all you can do is wait for your FTL to charge. Store. This can jump over here, so we're going to go over more, in hopes that we get a little bit more scrap. You see a number of derelict ships near this beacon. After a short time, you hear the telltale sounds of a teleporter, and shots coming from within the ship. And you move over here, and you begin to drain this. And they begin to suffocate. Oh, they're also in the oxygen area. Okay. Our doors are secure, and they're all trying to go to dumb places. So now we play the waiting game. Maybe I should upgrade our doors again. It's always nice to have better doors. Yeah, I don't think you guys are going to make it. Even if you did get in here, you wouldn't be able to completely break our systems. Should we? Nah, we're about to go to a store, right? Yeah. An Engi cargo vessel hails. Proposed mutually beneficial exchange of properties. I was going to say something else. Backup DNA bank, life form scanner, this stuff is whatever. I don't have anything to sell. How much fuel do we need? We're going to get a free repair. This is Sector 7, once we get up there. How many more jumps can we make? 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5? Once we get to the next sector, we're not going to need more fuel because they're going to give us a bunch. But, you take a couple of these. 6 jumps? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think we're going to make that many. A pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging by the fact that it's attempting to avoid your ship, you assume that it's a smuggler trying to stay away from beacons. Activate your weapons threateningly. They hail you. There's no need for aggression. Perhaps this would convince you to look the other way. 59. I don't know if that's actually more than we would got if we killed them. It might not have been, actually. You feel I always just feel compelled to do blue options, unless it's the cloaking hide ones. You feel naked without functioning sensors. I'm not going to that one. We will come here, though. I wish we could get more power. A pirate ship arrived, judging by the fact that it's a smuggler. For fuel, 53. Fuel's basically worthless, though. Ooh, we might be able to make another jump over and then come back then, since we're not going to that other area. No. I don't know if we would make that. I think that would be, like, right on this, so that could go either way. Also, it's an ion plasma storm thing. Stealth Cruiser Type C. I completely forgot. On the B layouts, all we need to do is get to the final sector to get new ships. I like that. We've got all of the A layouts done. So now all we have to do is make it to the final sector and we get the last ship. Explain your mission. Explain the weakness. Receive 10 fuel and fix your hull a little bit. Put the not air conditioning, the oxygen. Yeah, they totally need air conditioning out here. Ew. And I could still jump to the repair, to jump to that repair, to jump up here, to go up there. It's going to take them a while. Okay, maybe not that long, but it's like, it'll take... I think we can make it. That's all that I think we can make it. A transmission! Anti-bio beam. I love anti-bio beam. Firebomb's cool, too. Explosive replicator. A scrap recovery arm this far in. I don't have missiles. And I don't know that there's a reason for this. See, we have long-range scanners, and I don't think we have a reason to have those anymore, because pretty much every space is a fight. And even the repair stations and stuff are going to disappear. But spending 50 on this, unless we get 500 scrap, we're not going to make back our money. And I don't have a clone bay. Nope. Nah, I think we're good. I will buy the drone parts, though. Just in case. Repair station. Flood me with drone parts. Flood. There's a mobile ship construction platform stationed at this beacon. After a brief exchange, they give you clearance to receive emergency repairs and military supplies. A civilian ship is broadcasting requests for assistance on a secure Federation channel. They're being harassed by rebel scouts. Sure, why not? You move into it, accept. To accept, to intercept. Everybody back to your... Oh, maybe not. I forgot to send them back to their stations, but having someone in here... Wow, we really only had 4 people in the end? You guys are going to fight each other. Unfortunately, this means that this person, whenever he gets low health, he's just going to come into our areas because for some reason he can go through our doors. No problem. Actually, our hacking, or our mind control stuff doesn't last that long. So if I open that, then he's screwed. Okay. This is going to fire 3 times, which doesn't matter. I'm going to activate this. We don't even need the cloak. Not even necessary. One like this, and then one on the return. Whoosh. Just so that they pincer together. The enemy ship is powering up its FTL. It's trying to escape. With the rebel ship destroyed, you are free to contact their would-be victim. The survivors send a message. Thanks for the support. I don't know how much longer we could have held on. Take some supplies. We probably won't need them. 1, 2, that does make it. It's going to start jumping next turn, which I'll be able to jump back here. I think we can make that before the 3 turns. Why not? An Engi civilian shipyard has been converted into a military refueling station. What could we upgrade? What should we... Oh, right there. That's a thing. Quad shields, very important. I'm not going to put more in engines. This would help later. I'm not too terribly concerned with upgrading this because I only want to have this powered on the last time anyway. I just leave the power out of that. I need one more from somewhere else though. Maybe take 1 out of here? It's 5% less evasion, but... Gold and not, because he had to leave a few times. Dang. If only we could have found another fight where we could get this up. That would give us a solid 40, which would give us the 100 we need. At which point we wouldn't even need this. But you know what? 97 is actually close enough. I would rather have the quad shields. I want to put 20 into this just so that it doesn't break at a single point of damage. I can't even use fully upgraded sensors since the Rebel flagship disables them. Door systems? Door systems. I don't have anything else to really put points into anyway. I mean, I guess I could put a point into here so that 1 damage wouldn't take off the halberd beam, but the glaive beam's most of the damage anyway. We'll see about the rest of it. What do you mean the rebels are gaining control of this beacon? I already fought here. The rebel fleet has found you. They frown upon you. Y'all really need to quit doing that. It's one of the reasons I'm leaving him here, and not just because I keep forgetting. Oh, can I cloak their super weapon? That would be awesome. They might be in a terrible position right now. I don't want to cloak just one. Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't using that point anyway, actually. I'll cloak now. And then we'll activate this, and hopefully with the anti-ship battery locked, this will last long enough that we'll dodge it anyway since we have 90% evasion. 97 now. Their stuff drops. And... one shot. There's no time to salvage. The enemy ship. Why did I pause there? And you jump away. A small platform orbits near this beacon. It looks like a refueling station of some sort, and it is cheerily broadcasting reasonable prices in a spectrum of frequencies and languages. Dock. The platform makes an offer. Reject it. I was kind of hoping the pirates would invade it just so that we'd get more scrap and stuff. But we made it to the base, and we still have turns left. So, looks like next time's just going to be the Rebel flagship. It might, if this goes as well as I'm hoping it's going to go, be a particularly short episode, actually. I don't know how much health the Rebel flagship has, but if I can find a spot where we can hit 5 rooms, that's 5 damage per room, since they both have the same length. 25 damage? I don't know if the Rebel flagship has 25 health. Wow, you know, actually, I think we have 30 health. Does that mean we have more health than the Rebel flagship? I don't know. I always remembered it having like 15 or something. I could be terribly wrong. We still have some scrap left over. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you liked it. Later, everybody.